Hey everybody on YouTube, those of you who might watch some of my videos or whatever, which is probably like a handful of people, I have something for you tonight. It is a poem that I wrote, and it's up at the site called onewaytotruthforlife.org. That is my site with all my poems. Not all my poems. A lot of them are published in a work called Make Way for Baby, available on Amazon and Barnes & Nobles, but you know, if you go to that site, you can read them for free. This is called A Seed for Those in Need, and I think it touches upon the grief and frustration we all feel a lot of the time, and how that might not be such a bad thing. Some people's days are strung like pearls on silken blissful strings, but ours seem nailed together in haphazard broken rings. Like the circle of a hamster's wheel, we run and spin and toil, going nowhere, while filth piles up and tempers boil. Our house is dark and ugly, no one wants inside, and so we sit alone in it as all the days go by. Outside the truck is broken down, the engine doesn't run. Now the dryer's busted and wet clothes are left undone. The TV's out of order, the channels don't come in, and electric heaters hiss while glowing evil grins. Will this be our fate forever, are we confined to die in this dreary aftermath of mistakes made by and by? Should we sit and lie in this, accept our lot in life? Is there no way out from such torment and such strife? What hope is there when joy is buried below our circumstances? Can we rise above the waves some day and take our chances? When Israelites felt left to die in one place or another, some chose to follow God's command as opposed to being smothered in a desert wasteland that consumed a generation, as now the enemy roams about and pines for our damnation. So many mountains left to move, and all we have indeed is a tiny bit of faith, just like a mustard seed. But as Jael took up her hammer and drove the tent stake down, as Deborah rode in victory, singing a song renowned, as Joshua cried, the sun stood still, the moon gave way and stopped, for battle 'neath the blazing sky, for faith that would not drop. As David penned the lovely psalms, as Moses raised his staff, as God the Father will separate true grain from the chaff. For I am promised nothing more than a cross it's shame to bear. As all of these I hope to please only Him for whom I care. And so in loss and poverty I mourn this broken spirit state, that I would want more than I'm entitled, want more than what His fate has dealt me now in sadness grief. My idle-minded pity draws me astray from the only way I will become a shining city, perched on a hill for all to see, light of the world to know, that God in heaven still comes to us as ages past ago, that suffering produces perseverance, that character fosters hope, that I am set apart in mine by grace with which to cope. And so in hardships let me lean on these who've gone before, their passion and their virtues from faith that was restored. Let a tree be born of me from the smallest seed I plant, that from its branches nest and come find rest all birds of prey who can't find solace in another God to hang in a potter's field. No, let this precious kernel fall in too good earth to yield some hundredfold, some thousand times, some million more to feed. I am relieved, for Christ believed, this seed is all we need. And that probably would have been better if my dog didn't decide to walk all over the thing and rattle its little collar, but that's my life because this doggy dog, it's even in the quietest of moments in my house, there's you know, issues like our little dog, but where You just can't have a moment's peace hardly. So there you have it. But anyway, if you were able to watch this, thanks. I appreciate it. And y'all have a good night. God bless. Bye-bye.